G'day, welcome back to the channel. It's time for the pushback of 2022. All our strength will have to be applied to the task of unwinding the ridiculously overreaching regulation that applies to our hobby of flying drones and radio-controlled model aircraft. So in the series of videos that this is the first of, I'm going to be providing you with the ammunition you need to fight back, to push back when someone makes allegations against the hobby in respect to safety or anything else. I'm going to give you the information, the knowledge, the weapons you need to push back so that we can get things right. Because too much of the regulation is driven by hysteria, by hyperbole, and by misinformation. We will correct that, and in doing so, hopefully we will help protect the hobby. Now, one of the things I hear so often is that these things could be used to deliver bombs. People could put, let's say, high explosive, see, C4, splody stuff. You put that underneath here, you fly it to the intended destination, drop it, boom, bad things will happen. And that's why people say, we need more regulation, we need more restriction, maybe we even need to ban these damn things before someone gets blown up. And in fact, on YouTube and on Twitter, just today on Twitter, I saw this footage here, which is apparently a Mexican gang using a drone and some splody stuff to attack a competing gang's campsite. You can see in this video, things are being dropped from a drone, and when they hit the ground, boom, they explode. So there's your proof that we need to get rid of these things, ban drones. Look at that, because they can be used to drop bombs. That's what people tell us. Now we need to push back. How can we push back against this? The video evidence is very clear. This is exactly what can be done. How can we defend that? Well, it's actually a lot simpler than you think, because if you examine the situation, we have a drone and we have splody stuff, explosives, right? Put them together. That's a pretty dangerous combination, But if we have our combination and we take away the splody stuff, what are you left with? Well, you're left with a recreational multi-rotor drone. You can have fun with this. You can get wonderful pictures of the countryside. You can fly it around. You won't be injuring anybody. You won't be damaging property. You won't be causing any fatalities. It's just a damn drone, a cheap plastic drone on its own. However, you take our combination and you take the drone away, what are you left with? Yeah, you're left with a pretty dangerous package. This can be set off, in fact, you can put this in a backpack, you can put it in a car, you can put it on a bicycle, you can leave it in a suitcase somewhere, and it will still cause massive property damage, injury, and worse. A bomb without a drone is still a bomb. A drone without a bomb is just a drone. So we don't have a drone problem in this situation. We have an explosives problem. That gang in Mexico, the footage I showed you, we shouldn't be worried they had a drone. We should be worried they had high explosives. How did they get their hands on that? And in any Western nation, the government must be doing their best to make sure that things like this don't get into the hands of the wrong people. Not things like this. Things like this. Unless someone has a genuine use for high explosives, they shouldn't have access to it. Whereas a drone, well, anyone can enjoy the pleasures of a drone without endangering people or their property. You can't set this stuff off unless you've got a genuine use for it. So we do not have a drone problem when it comes to dropping bombs on things. We have a bomb problem. We have an explosives problem. So I would call on regulators, before you start restricting these even further, how about you do something about the real problem, the explodey stuff. That's the real problem. As I say, a drone without this is just a drone, but this without a drone is still a lethal package. So that's how we counter that particular one. If anyone hits you up with that one, point them at this video. Hopefully I will have explained it to them. And they can go off to their local government and say, we want better regulation of explosives because they're not safe. They're not safe in the wrong hands. And there you go. This is, as I say, the first of a series of videos. I'll be addressing all these things that the media and the public keep raising and giving you the answers so you can combat those criticisms, those unrealistic criticisms of our hobby. And I'd like at this stage, of course, to thank my Patreon supporters. They make it possible for me to spend the time making these videos. And if you want to join them for as little as $1 a month, you can go to the description. I've got a link in there. You know, I've got to point it out because it is my lifeblood now. It's what keeps me liquid, keeps me going. And if you've got a comment, if you think I've made a mistake, if I've got something wrong, go down to the commenty bit and have your say. Or if you think this is a good response to that challenge, then say that too. And if you want to spread this video around so people can see that we are actively engaged in countering all the misinformation, do that as well. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I've got many more videos like this planned, and we will educate and inform the public, the regulators, and the politicians to the point where they'll realise what they're doing wrong. Great Pushback of 2022 starts today, and it doesn't finish until we win. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Overregulation is like a tumor. It's killing our hobby. It must be terminated. Now!